Hello everyone, this is Bruce from GC Railfan again, starring in How Not to Please Your Customers Part 1. No, I only kid. This is the review of RSC's West Somerset Railway route with the included diesel pack. I chose the 47 because apparently it's a new 47, apparently. But as we will go into it, you'll probably find out why it isn't. But anyway, I'm in the quick drive, nothing special, not a scenario. This is my first time driving the route ever. So what you see in front of you is a guy who's never driven the route, who's never travelled over the route, and hardly knows anything about the West Somerset Railway. I'm not...
In real life, it's very, very good.
Yeah, I know. What I was gonna say, was, basically, because of I've never really gone over it, because I don't really know a lot about the railway. What I'm doing is a review of the pack itself. What I see is first impressions. What I've been advised about by my fellow simmers, or sim players, simmers. If I say you're simmers, it sounds like you're on a stove. Yeah, that's quite funny, isn't it? So, from what I've heard about from your simmering simmers, we'll come in later onto it. But like I said, this is purely a review just to, you know, to reflect on what it's like, what you're getting for your value for money, etc. And already,
so much value for money, as the
yeah, and I've already
forgotten.
forgotten how much I paid for the adult. How much is it, James? Because I've forgotten the price.
Complete with the diesel pack, the package is 30 quid.
That's it.
That's
I knew it was somewhere around
together in a package.
No, it's 24. It's the standard route price.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it
24.99.
$24.99 too much.
I knew it was over 20 quid, near 30 or halfway. I just couldn't remember how much. But anyway, right. I'm going to get going. Enough of the bullshit. Right, basically. Actually, no, hold on. Let's put the brakes on. We'll have a bit more bullshit. Basically, I've got the 47 here, and already I have seen some alarming details which are horrifically strange. Like the lights. They look absolutely crap. The textures don't look too bad. I like the detailing on the coupling ends. Let me get rid of the HUD. I'll tell you what, I do like the detail of all the vacuum pipes, the ETH and all the fucking jumpers and stuff. They look really good. The plaques on the side are just about readable. Hopefully, if I can get it on a free roam camera, we might actually be able to see if it's readable or not. Let's zoom right in. My God, yep, they've actually done it so you can read the British Railways Crew Built plaque. That does make a huge change. I can't help but feel that the bogies look a bit on the textures, but anyway. The horn sounds absolutely nothing like a 47 whatsoever. Let me just turn up Train Simulator so you can hear it. Because basically, the horn is so crap you can hardly hear it.
May I interrupt you even there?
You can do.
1 minute, Bruce. Recycled energy.
Yes, it has been noted by our good fellow Mike here, as well as many other people actually, apart from myself, because I don't own the engine the horn was copied from, but again it's a recycled horn from yet another product. If I get time, I'll show you something even funnier, which will be the Robinson 7F, and you'll understand why I call it the Robinson 7F later.
Can I also, but actually 2 points.
Yeah.
Weren't the 04 7Fs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. So actually calling it the Robinson 7F, unless you made it specific that you were actually referencing the Fowler 7F, wouldn't really work. And also,
oh no. Well,
on a completely different note, I've just read that apparently the first Pacer 142 has been preserved.
Wow.
Oh bloody hell! Well, that's the world ending.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
While I go and slit my wrists.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm going to depart from Minehead. So, oh yeah, and as you'll notice,
Minehead.
yeah, that's Thanks, James. We have got notches now on the engine. So we have got notch 1, notch 2, notch 3, and full. There are not 4 notches on a Class 47. There are more than that. Even I know that.
What is it, 7 or 8 or so?
I believe there's 7 or 8. Someone out there will correct me. I do think it's 8. I do think it's 8. 4 notches sounds right for about a DMU, a shunter, or a Type 1 of some kind. But yeah, as far as detailing goes on the... sorry, I didn't mean to get that view. Basically, as far as detailing goes, it looks alright, but it could be better. In terms of...
it's the same model as the X default 47, just...
No, I'm not on about that, I'm on about buildings. In terms of buildings, some of the houses that we're just looking at now could try harder. The signal box doesn't look... Well, it kind of resembles one of those crappy ground Farish N-gauge kits from the 80s. The car park looks quite realistic, I do like that. But anyway. Let's just give it a bit of a oomph. We have a level crossing here as well, which is the automated barrier type. And my god! It actually has little barriers, which are far too short for the size of the road, but the lights work. Well, that's alright. Also, what I want to also point out to you is, on the quick drive selection, I asked for a 47 and long freight. Long freight, apparently, with this 47, constitutes of 8 wagons, including the brake van. That is not long, that is short. RSC, please take note. I think you need glasses.
Should have gone to spec savers.
I think they should have gone back to MSTS. But anyway.
Recycled wagons.
Yes, recycle wagons as well, I can tell. Actually, isn't that Hopper wagon from Woodhead?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh shit, I'm overspeeding.
That's not too difficult to do on a preserve railway, to be fair.
No, it's not. Actually, to be honest, I'm going to just do it at about 30, because it cruises a bit easier at 30. Sorry if you're experiencing a bit of frame jump, people. I'm experiencing it as well at this end, so I'll have to have a tweak of the settings, but it's running fairly smooth. Obviously, my railway is having the dirt.
Just blame it on the viewer's internet connection.
Yeah. All your internet connections are shit. I have Virgin Media, which is still brilliant. Shit.
Mine's actually okay. Mine's really good. I've got Virgin Media as well.
Yeah, I need to ring Virgin Media up and have a go at the little Indian person on the other end, because I don't mean that in a bad way either.
It's a nice British person you want to be talking to.
Yeah,
well,
because
I phoned Network Rail and I went through to Mumbai.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that their passenger survey section?
Oh, I have no fucking idea. I couldn't understand him. I had to put the phone down.
Yeah, we're not actually racist here, guys. We're actually not.
I'm not racist. I'm just easily annoyed.
Yeah, we just kind of get pissed off with telecommunications sometimes with people. I've also noticed the fence doesn't always render properly. It looks like you're chasing the fence as it's rendering, which is quite interesting, actually. If I zoom in, you can see it running along ahead of me, which is quite freaky, to be honest. So we can see they've tried emulating muddy fields, which kind of looks nice. I think a few cows would have been nice. Coming into Dunster Station now. How long have we got on the video? Oh god, 8 minutes already. Well, this is going to be a long one, so shut up, phone. Is that a whistle board? I get to use a crap hooter. That horn is annoying, actually. It's worse than a certain developer's recycled horn from every single model he makes. I swear I just heard a little explosion come from his house as well. But yeah, Dunster Station. This looks quite nicely detailed. I think I'm going to stop here and just have a quick gander around, as the heads out view knocks my head off in reality because I hit a building. What part of stop train do you not understand? Full service, that means brake. I don't know if these wagons are fitted or unfitted.
RSC don't always help with that one because they have a habit of not putting back pipes on fitted wagons.
Yeah, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. So we've got a nice detailed yard here. It looks quite alright. Now, I have actually seen your picture of Dunster Station with the grass on it, and it does look quite alright actually. Again, my knowledge of the route and the railway itself is not particularly grand, but I have seen the odd picture and it looks pretty alright. The station building looks quite nice.
The stations are correct, but not all the signs are there.
There we go. Yeah, so that's one of the many issues that that I am aware about, but I don't personally know the difference about, because I've never been
Same
to the
with
railway.
Minehead.
Yeah.
There's little station signs in the real one on the poles. In the game, which you just lost, there are not.
Thank you, Mike.
Made all of Bruce's viewers lose the game, Mike.
Don't worry, viewers. I shall rickroll him later, like I did earlier.
And here's a rickroll we prepared earlier.
And here is a rickroll I made earlier.
Okay, I actually really hate RSC now. The standard scenarios are fucked at Doncaster Works as well.
All my viewers have now heard that, have probably remembered my career review system, which they'll probably chuckle when I mention that, because they remember the phrase being invented, "Are you taking the fucking piss cakes?"
Well, I've just gone to a turntable at Doncaster Works, and the speed limit is now 100 miles an hour.
Ah, you had that problem as well. Yeah, I kind of had that problem.
Going $1 miles an hour, and the screen's black, and there's no sound. And it's basically froze.
Well, that's terribly helpful, isn't it?
And
Yeah.
this, everybody, is why we are kind of getting pissed off with certain developers.
Save
But anyway.
dump file to see temp dump some fucking shit
Yeah,
which I don't
the
care
game
about.
has broke basically.
Well, fuck
Again.
you.
Also, RSC, please take note. Can we please have SBHH return instead of Railworks is not working or whatever the hell it is? Because SBHH doesn't interrupt with logmate. If we run logmates, we can actually find the problem ourselves and fix the problems which you cannot be asked to fix. So removing SBHH has just caused more of a headache for us all.
Hello.
I swear Ed comes in whenever there's a video. He's got like a video radar.
Yeah.
Vidar.
Yeah.
What?
You're not on YouTube.
What am I on?
Not yet.
Bandicam at the minute.
Well, hello people of Bandicam, soon to be hello people of YouTube.
I think your voice is too quiet, so I'm not going to hear you anyway.
Bitches.
Good. But anyway, yeah, we're cruising along at 25 miles an hour on the near enough flat, and I'm doing idle, because if I put it in notch 1, it's going to accelerate to a great extent.
Accelerate.
To be honest, I will admit that the emulation of preserved railways is not all that realistic in Railworks. It's a bit difficult, because trying to emulate the speed correctly. I like the way that the sun actually shines on the sea, which is quite pleasant.
I get that reaction a lot, Ed.
What?
I get that reaction a lot.
I thought you said I get that erection a lot. What?
No. I'm only visiting your mum tomorrow.
Aren't you supposed to be going work now, Cal?
No, it's an hour.
You're supposed to be going now?
Callum, aren't you meant to be going to work? Oh shit.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
you. Get lost.
Bye Callum, don't worry, we won't miss you.
And
Ed, would you like
oh
me to
god,
shoot you now or later?
Pardon?
I said, would you like to be shot now or later? Yeah, shut up then.
No.
all those in agreement to Ed just shut up, say aye. Aye.
No.
Here.
Aye.
Aye.
James said here.
The eyes and ears have it. Now shut up.
That's him.
We love
treat
you,
our
Ed.
friends so nicely. Anyway,
we love you,
Brucie,
Ed.
dearest Brucie, do continue.
Yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
we've not really had much going on this stretch line. We're on the way between Dunster and Blue Anchor.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I can't help but think, even on the settings I've put it on, that the scenery is a bit boring.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask you how boring it was.
It's so boring. It is actually so boring. I'm losing the will to live driving this route already, which is not a good sign. And I'm not saying that, people, because it's an RSC product. I'm not actually saying that at all. I'm saying it because I am genuinely getting a bit, my god, this looks boring as fuck, sort of thing. Now we're just pulling into Blue Anchor, overspeeding as usual, because I forgot to put on the brakes. We've got some static coaches, which look absolutely terrible in the siding.
They're correct.
Well, at least they're in the right place this time.
Yeah.
The station, again, the buildings look alright. We've got a few more station signs and adverts about this time. There's a few people dotted about as usual, but not as many as there should be. That woman looks like she had one of her heels missing. He's gorming. That bloke is actually just gorming like a twat.
Show them the zombie woman.
Is she the one with the tits and the purple top?
I don't know. I think so.
Or should I show them the farting man face as posted in RSUG?
Yeah, do that. Show them all the people.
Right, we'll just disembark from the cab here. So we'll have a look around the station. We've got the proper station lamps again. Usual disclaimer, I don't know a lot about the station and railway, blah blah blah. We've got a few more station signs. The station looks a bit better, but I just can't help but feel the background details on the building. It feels like it's been rushed. The mobile home camp, which kind of looks like a concentration camp, but Skegnessified. You know, I can't help but think RSC rushed this route. They were hurrying to get it out.
I've never done that before.
Oh yeah, but
you can always tell when RSC have done a route, because if you would have looked at the TAA stuff that they were doing, the comparison.
Yes, but even so, in the defence of RSC, I will admit the Woodhead route, when they made that, was a good route. I actually really liked the Woodhead.
That was back in the day, so to speak, when they used to put in a lot more care into routes, because they didn't have as much of a following where people would just buy routes completely blindly like they do now. You know, just a route comes out and people think, oh, that looks good, and buy it, no matter how incredibly inaccurate and ridiculous it is.
Yeah, I mean, as a game player myself, I mean, I know we've got James here from Holland Productions. As you know, he does develop his own stuff. And I sympathise with James. I understand his points, definitely from a gamer's point of view, and also from a developer's point of view as well. But as a gaming person, for someone who's paid for this plot, I feel incredibly let down. Actually, I actually feel deflated. You know, hard-earned cash has been so far wasted on a route that I'm not actually happy with. Which is a big surprise. You know, when it came out, I thought, oh, this would be quite nice. It's another preserved line. It's quite nice in length. It'd be pretty decent. But I just really can't help but think it's meh. I mean, this is supposed to be on the spring setting as well, and it looks as barren as hell. I think they're still using those 2D hedges. Yeah, they're still using the 2D hedges.
Well, that's the main point that I was going to say, is the RSC stuff that isn't Woodhead, obviously. They just kind of seem to pay attention to the track, what's immediately beside it, and then everything else they kind of leave as a barren wasteland.
Either that, or they just completely fill it with trees.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest,
or too much.
To be honest, I might get slated for this, I might not. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just a reviewer, so I'll critique stuff as I see fit. But to be honest, I've actually seen better routes in my days in the past with MSTS.
Well, I know what you mean. Like, you know, you can tell that. Those
you know what I mean. I have seen
time and care put into than this.
A lot more love instead of seriously. I mean, this is worse than Gemmel. I know I haven't reviewed Gemmel, but I own Gemmel, and you know I really like the Gemmel route, the Great Eastern Main Line. I think that's all right.
I don't.
I mean, well, yeah, each to their own, but I think it looks quite alright. But this just leaves me feeling a bit... Ugh. You know, I'm actually, to be honest, I'm actually feeling so meh about this. I'm debating whether to even continue with the review for much longer. Because I am actually that bored.
You should persevere.
I'm going to persevere for the sake of everyone at home, but, you know, I mean, if people like it, then I haven't got an issue with that at all. Some people will like it. I dare say there'll be some brave folk who will probably mutilate it to an extent for their own private use. That sounded grotesque, that did. Mutilate for private use. It sounds like something a Welshman would. It sounds like something someone would do to a sheep maliciously. But yeah, ignoring the sheep comment. I can't just. Is basically the best I can describe it. The 37 accelerates like a bag of sorry, the 47 accelerates like a bag of crap as well. Okay, why is this struggling to get up a 1 in 65 with 8 wagons? I'm in a Type 4, it should not be struggling. At all. Oh, there we go, we actually found the... we found the field diver, which is not surprising. Let's just charge it up this 1 in 65, so I don't want to be chugging up there at 25 mile an hour, that'll bore me.
Oh, just something I've remembered actually, I've seen comments on the WSR from volunteers, past and present, and lowdown is that the stations are adequate, but basically everything in between is completely wrong. The fact that it has electric point motors is wrong. There are signals on the route that aren't there in real life, although that may, to be fair, be to do with the dispatcher and things in the game to get AI.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
But there's loads of inaccuracies.
Which indicates to me, again from a perspective of someone who has not visited the railway but knows about research and, you know, looking into railways and learning about railways, because I do look into disused lines and stuff like that in my spare time. That just indicates to me that RSC didn't even bother going out to research the route, let alone even, you know, I mean, it looks like by the sound of it, it just looks like they've watched a few cab ride videos and made their own minds up.
No, they won't even have done that. They'll have taken pictures and used them.
I accidentally put the accelerometer onto full. Right, let's have a look at Washford, if I can actually slow the hell down. Let's see how bad Washford looks.
Rather washed out.
Yeah, I was going to say, Washford does look washed out. This looks like a very boring place. It's a station with a bit of track and an industrial building, and the odd sign. Nothing glamorous.
The buildings are owned by the Somerset and Dorset Trust.
Oh right, that's interesting. Oh, I bet
If you
look
look
a lot.
at the sign in the yard, you'll find out.
Well, I've driven by the yard now because it looked boring, but I bet they look a lot better in real life than they're doing this unflattering edition of a train sim. Again, we're going by. We're going by.
Of the train sim world.
Hi, Alex.
Hey guys.
Hi, Alex.
This is the IHH Class 20 of RFC routes.
Pretty much. I mean, again, I've just gone by what seems like a massive, endless concentration block of council houses, which have badly rendered windows, and look identical apart from brickwork and trees.
What are you looking at?
Oh, hello, Jeff. Well, we've just been joined by 288JH off of YouTube as well.
Oh dear, we're doing a video.
Yeah, we are. I'm reviewing the West Somerset Railway by RSC, which I have to say is incredibly boring.
Well, allow me to say one thing. You know how James May's always going about the Dacia Sandero?
Ah, yes.
Everything RSC makes is a Dacia Sandero. There's nothing in it, and they say it's for the enjoyment of driving.
Oops. I do apologise, people. I've just accidentally disconnected my internet. Whoopsies. That was not clever.
There.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry. Can you say that again? Because I accidentally lost my internet connection. Oh. Well, okay then. It looks like we've lost the guys for the moment, which is quite interesting. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily put you nice people on hold while I fix it.
Dropping lines on you. They're disconnecting you, so you can't say anything bad about them.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that, folks. Well, I'm now back with an internet connection, which does obviously help, so I can hear everyone. But anyway, yeah. As Jeff, as you were saying, you were saying something about the RSC Sombrero or something.
Dacia Sandero.
Everything RSC makes is basically a Dacia Sandero. They say it's completely bland, it's completely boring, it's devoid of any kind of detail, and they say it's for the enjoyment of driving. It's not enjoyable to drive at all. It's just a pile of wank.
It's actually a good-looking pile of blank, though, which is rare to see. We're getting off topic here.
Yes, we are, and it's my review, so shut up. Right.
Oh dear.
Basically, I mean, so far, I mean, don't get me wrong, as another Roots drive, it's plugged a gap. However, I wouldn't rave about it. I'm not raving about it. I feel extremely disappointed with it, including the rolling stock that's come with it. It just feels like it's recycled a lot.
How is the hell?
Problem with coaches.
In fact, there we go. Sorry about that. We had a loss of frame rate there for some reason. There we go. We'll swap to that side. That's a bit better.
Coaches, the USR logo.
Will you shut up for a second, by the way, Mike? What I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to pull up in Watch It, and I'm going to exit this, and I'll go into a quick drive with the 7F or one of the steam engines, and then we'll continue from there.
Go with that.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the 7F.
Go with the fabulous Somerset Dorset 7F with the really awesome sounds.
Oh yes, those really awesome sounds. There'll be something to point out with those sounds, which you will find very interesting.
Is the sound of an injector just the sound of somebody sucking water through a straw? I would not be surprised at all.
That's the other developer, my friend.
Oh yeah.
Smokebox has put up videos of the 844.
Yep.
I'm happy.
And that's another add-on I'm really looking forward to, actually. The 844 would be nice.
Oh, yes.
That's going to be sweet. I do hope to review that as well. That'd be really good.
Have you done the consolidation yet from him, Bruce?
No, I haven't. I'll obtain it somehow, and well, I will get it, and we'll go from there. Right, I've just pulled in to watch it. I'm going far too quick. No, I'm not actually going far too quick. That's bullshit. There's a woman who looks like a stick. Oh my good god, they've animated. Oh my good god, that woman's skirt. When you look at her walking, there's a woman in a grey top with a purple skirt. When you look from behind, it looks like she pissed herself because there's a damp grey mark across the back of her ass.
Bruce, stop trying to get off with the virtual.
No, I'm not. Seriously, it looks like she pissed herself. But anyway.
Stop focusing on the people, Bruce. You need to focus on the route and the train.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Shut up. It is
Stop
my
looking
review.
at the women.
Shut
We're
up.
distracted.
Right.
It doesn't matter, Bruce. Even they won't respond to you.
It doesn't matter. I want people to watch this though. Right. We want the 7F, don't we? But which 7F? Is it SDJR 7F?
SDJR 88.
I've got two. I've got an S and DJR 7F steam locomotive, and I've got SDJR 7F.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's blue, so I'll go with that one.
I'm blue,
Ladies and gentlemen, the world is speaking.
Well, are you going by route or by loco?
It don't matter, I've sorted it out. What a headache this is. Also, Bandicam froze temporarily, I don't know why.
Bruce.
Yeah.
No, I want you to get
I
into
can't
cab
wait to
view,
see
and I
this
want to go over a checklist with you.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh. Yes. Lists. Well, you know what they say. A man can never have too many lists.
Unless
But
your
he
name is
can.
Schindler.
That's too soon. Too soon.
Too soon? What do you mean
Too
fucking soon? Fuck off.
Realistic driving what is realistic driving mode? I am now confused.
With in inverted commas, realistic regulator and steam chest operation, which is actually bollocks.
It's the same with the A4. And the
Well,
Hall.
apparently my SCJR7F has a default whistle, which has always been with it.
Alright,
Yeah.
are you in the cab, Bruce?
Yeah, so I'm in the cab.
Okay, let's go over a checklist. Open the fire door.
Yeah, when I... Oh. Perhaps I can't. How do you... Oh, there you go.
Okay. We got the fire door open.
Yeah.
Are the sounds exactly the same as the original 7F?
I haven't driven the 7F in a long time, so I can't really tell you, but it sounds different.
Okay, are they any better?
It just sounds like a... sort of noise. Like
Okay,
a heavy
so it's not
breathing.
any better. Can you quill the whistle?
Yeah.
You can quill the whistle on the... Wait, are you on the SSS 7F or the...
No, I'm on the default one.
Can you
You
quill
know
the
what you mean
whistle?
by quilling the whistle, right?
Quilling? What is... I don't understand.
It's
If
an
you-
American
if you
thing
open
where you can make it
slightly,
sing.
the pitch is lower and the volume is softer than if you open it all the way.
No.
Okay,
It's
when
the
you open the
default
drain
7F.
cocks, does the steam come out as soon as you open the drain cocks, regardless of if the regulator's open or closed?
Now, what's the button for the drain cocks? Because I've forgotten.
See.
See.
C.
Teaching Bruce how to drive a steam engine. Here we go.
Well, I'm pressing C and nothing's happening.
Okay.
That's interesting. Do you want me to start moving? Would that help?
Yeah,
It
crack
would
the
help
reg.
if you open the regulator.
Oh, hello. There's some steam coming out the front, and it looks like cotton wool.
Okay, when you blow steam out of the cylinder cocks, does the steam volume vary depending on how open the regulator is? Like, run it from all the way open to closed and see if the amount of steam changes.
The amount of steam changes, but the hissing noise coming out the cylinder cocks does not vary.
Okay? That's half a point.
Only half.
Yeah, only half. They got half of it right. You know what? No, it's a whole point. It looks like shit. I forgot.
In fact, hold on. This sounds horrifically familiar to a steam engine which used to run on a local preserved line to me.
Would that, by any chance, be the only surviving Robinson 04 in Britain, Bruce?
I was going to say, it sounds like my baby 63601.
Well, that's actually quite a coincidence, considering the fact that that's actually what the sounds are from.
It sounds just like 63601, and I
Because
really
it is
miss her.
63601.
Sorry?
Because it is.
Yeah. It just doesn't look like 63601.
60163, 63601, 60103. Oh my god, fucking quit.
Numbers!
Numbers, that was actually a good crime type program on TV. But anyway, I'm oh, and we got coaches as well. Coaches, yeah, we need to check out the coaches. Oh no, that's a tender. Thank you. Do we have an interior view? No, no interior view. You can see through the windows, but they look like tracing paper. The coat of arms on the carriage is not fantastically brilliant. That's the wrong angle, but anyway. Yeah, that is interesting. Let's apply a bit of brake there, because we've got a 15 mile an hour limit coming up. which yet again I'm not going to make.
Oh,
In
Bruce,
fact,
don't you know?
the brakes on this are shit. Actually,
Are they shit compared to diesels, or are they shit compared to everything else that's in railwork?
just shit in the fact that the speedo seems to go 5.546 and it just like jumps. The speedo's very jumpy when I put on the brakes compared to other steam engines that I've used. In fact, the coaches look like bog standard coaches that have just been reskinned, actually, with a bit more detail. I will give them that. They don't look as bad as the default ones, at least.
What were you expecting?
Port road coaches.
Oh, bollocks, and I've lost the internet connection again. Hold on, folks. I do well with this sort of thing, don't I? There you
The
go.
sounds are from the Robinson 04.
Well, yeah, this distinctly sounds like my little baby GTR 04.
Well, all my faith in humanity's gone.
Well, did no one look at my picture on RSUG of the 7
I did.
I did as well. I could tell the difference definitely
did you
between the
notice
colours.
what it said?
Say hello to the new Robinson 04.
Yes.
God forbid.
Barreler by looks, Robinson by nature. Which, with that logo, describes RSC perfectly.
How does a blower sound?
The same as it does on the Robinson 04.
That, in fact, yeah, it does sound pretty much exactly the same as the Robinson 04 blower.
Because it practically, bar obvious looks, the whistle, it practically is the Robinson 04. Because the sound's heavily recycled, apart from this horrible shrilly whistle.
Well, I'm not far away from Bishop's Lydiard. I'm only about 6-7 miles away now. So the torment will not last for much longer now, which is quite a good thing. We're already at 37 minutes and 7.4 gigabytes, so you'll see this video in about 10 years after I've uploaded it to YouTube.
10,000 years later. You will see this video as soon as Train Simulator 2016 has come out. Yet the sounds will be exactly the same.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, sometimes I could do a better job of making sounds by farting through a toilet roll tube.
Look, I need to talk about it in such a nice way, Bruce.
Hey Bruce,
Yeah?
when you review the consolidation, you're gonna hate it.
Why am I? Willerton platform, everybody. It looks alright. There's a decent little yard there and some sheds. Don't know what the fuck they're for. Oh, we've got some more. We've got advertising signs. We have got advertising signs. Oh my good god, that's a luxury.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know much about the station. It looks nice. In fact, that station probably looks like the best one I've seen all day.
Birthday
Anyway.
boy.
Hello.
Hello.
Bruce is doing a review of the very awesome RSC West Somerset.
Fair enough. I'm looking for James. You around?
What's up?
You should be, yeah.
There you are.
Yes. Come with me,
Sorry.
darling.
And off James and Jack went frolicking into a room together.
Exactly.
Well, we've not got long to go now. We've only got 6.0 miles left. Can't believe how slow things are at 25 miles an hour. And that's how bored I'm getting. I'm actually yawning.
Can I say something?
No.
Yes.
Everything that I've ever seen from them is a complete pile of shit.
Well, I didn't hear off of that,
Who,
so it don't
RSC?
matter.
Yeah, RFC. I'm sorry. Like,
You're
Bruce,
it's
Bruce,
funny
do you
how you're
mind if I
playing their
said
game.
something?
Yeah, go ahead. You might as well.
To be perfectly honest, not everything they make is a pile of shit. And for the time that they first started making Rail Sim, at the time, the things that they made were okay. I mean, you know, when they got to Railworks 2, everybody kind of expected a little bit better, but we're like, hey, you know what, they must be working out something important. You know, they may be working out the game engine to get rid of some of the bigger bugs. And some of the big bugs they did get rid of, but still, we pay money for this, therefore we can better. And the third-party people obviously deliver. Although it seems like RSC's just kind of here like, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll make this box shape that we're going to call a diesel locomotive, even though it'll never be real.
I mean, basically, if everyone remembers, well, I mean, the cab rides from Granfield have not long gone up. I mean, I actually think Granfield looks 100 times better compared to this route. I don't even know why this route is worth paying for. I don't know what I've
I think the
actually
best
bought.
route that I've ever gone on is a totally freeware route. So, and that's Esthwaite.
Yeah, Esthwaite. Yeah, I totally agree.
Esthwaite's
Esthwaite is actually
mega
10 times better than the WSR, which we're now driving, and I am really ultra disappointed with it. I mean, I want to get to Bishop's Lydyard, but then part of me really cannot be bothered to actually record right to the end. But I want you guys to see Bishop's Lydyard, it's only fair.
On the subject of reviews, if I might point out, another channel did a review on the Pacific Surfliner that came out.
Yeah.
TR Mania, that guy, the guy who does At the Rail Yard.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love his. I love it.
Yeah, I love his stuff as well.
He did a review on the Pacific Surfliner. That turned me off from buying the route.
What, Nick Ozerak? Yeah. I watch shit all the time.
But
I actually met the guy once. He's actually pretty cool.
Oh, nice. But yeah, he did compared it to the MSTS one, which I'm guessing are RSCs. You know.
In some ways, I'm gonna say it. In some ways, MSTS still beats this thing.
I mean, it's an age-old debate. I mean, from a graphics perspective, MSTS is shit compared to what Railworks is. However, the amount of time and care people put into MSTS, the amount of time and care people put into making add-ons for MSTS was tenfold more than what RSC do on a business basis for this simulator we now have. Yeah, again, it's the best we've got, and I'm harking back to the video that I made nearly a month ago now on RSC and IHH about the quality of the products we have. But again, I really can't help but think that RSC have just stolen my money. I'm glad I'm doing this review because then it prevents other people from losing their money. I really would not recommend this route unless you really want it. If you're a volunteer at the railway, I can understand why you'd want to buy it, but judging from some of the comments, I don't even think some of the volunteers would want to buy it.
It's not worth the money.
No, it's not. I mean, this is like 25 quid, and you've basically got a route which looks crap. You've got a load of added rolling stock, which isn't anything special. The platforms look kind of okay, but historically...
Thing, as James said, the only thing that's right at the stations, the rolling stock is reskinned Western Lines coaches with the WSR logo added to them.
But everything else in between is not worth it.
No, it's all recycled.
Pretty much.
The wagons, no new wagons.
The wagons have definitely been recycled from Woodhead. In fact, I don't even think they've been modified from the Woodhead
No.
ones, which will explain why the braking is really shit on them. Because the hoppers were actually supposed to be vac fitted, if I remember correctly.
Moving on to the Pacific Surfliner, I do like the route, but I hate the fact that they're just making stuff that is career scenarios only.
That's another thing, yeah. All the scenarios that did come with this route, again, another thing to point out, was the fact that all the scenarios were actually career system scenarios, which, as many people know, including myself, the career scenario is totally broken. It was broken ever since it was released. So again, we've got some scenarios which will be cracking as standard scenarios, but they're going to be pointless in career mode because you know, you're going to get frustrated by them. If everyone remembers my Doncaster Works career system review, you remember how frustrated I got. Again, we're paying for more frustration. Is it really worth it? Were you going to say something, Mike?
Part 2, all you people of Problem Productions is part 2 of their review on the career system and the Doncaster Works shunts and scenarios that is involved in the game.
Yeah, I actually, for the benefit of the viewers, they already know that that I actually recorded the Doncaster Works review because James's review from Problem Productions review actually inspired me to do that, and I wanted my own say on it. And ever since, the channel has been growing, so that's probably a good thing I did it. But I just can't help but feel this is really not worth the money. It looks like a barren landscape. I mean, I get more beauty walking down to the local bloody dump. You know, I've got a reskin 7F here, which doesn't even sound like a 7F. It's got the same crappy whistle, the same silly smoke effect, crappy carriages which look like they've got tracing paper for windows, on a route where nothing is historically accurate according to lots of volunteers from what I know. It's just ludicrously bad. It's like, how can you justify paying 25, 26 quid for this add-on? I mean, it's like buying a Rover. No, sorry, it's like buying a, you know, it's like buying a Ford Anglia 1600 and being told it will never rust. Essentially, you know, it's kind of like that. I'm just gobsmacked. They had all this hype on their Facebook page, all this hype saying, "Oh, guess this, oh, guess that, guess the other. Oh, look, this is awesome," and this is an absolute bag of shit. In fact, I'm debating, should I even keep this route? I am just so disappointed. I am really disappointed. I just can't get over it. It's really not nice. It's really just boring. Yeah. I mean, well, actually, we're 0.65 miles away from Bishop's Lydeard now, so which would be quite cool.
It won't.
No, I mean quite cool from the perspective I can finish this damn recording. Because I've wanted to finish it ages ago. In fact, I might actually edit this video because it is a bit long and it is 10.1 gigabytes large.
Fuck me.
Yeah, it's going to have to be cut down a lot. But I don't get it. I really just do not get this route. Not at all. Oh, there's a down gradient. Well, I can turn the throttle off now. But yeah, I just feel this is a complete waste of money. Wow. Why did I buy this? Why did I just waste 25 quid on a route? Peer pressure, yeah, but then again, in a way, I spent money for the greater good. Many people will now not buy this because they know how crap it is. But if anyone fancies buying me a few pints down the pub to compensate, then please feel free. Let's get a bit more oomph. There you go. I'm not doing 40 down the hill. By the time I get to the bottom, I'm alright. It also seems that my ETA monitor is broken, I think. Oh, maybe not. It's just a very long, windy track. And someone sounds like they just died. Good.
Brucie disgusts me.
I actually thought you were a girl then.
Who?
You.
Huh.
It's me. It's me.
Well, you know. No. Oh, it's quality. Come on.
Ridiculous.
I'm a little crackpot, short and stout. Here's my credit card, here's my crack.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, I am, unfortunately.
To,
This will be...
Right. To quote Roddy Barker on a brilliant sketch,
Oh
Right.
god.
you do your bit, we'll do our bit, and we'll try to lose £100 million of your money every year. There. Quote ended.
That sums up about two developers quite well, actually. But yeah,
this
this
quote
is...
was taken from Roddy Barker's British Rail sketch.
Yeah. It kind of feels like RSC. This is
Because
the longest
it
run
practically is
ever.
RSC.
The fact that my well, my ETA is definitely broken because it's been more than 0.29 miles and I'm still not at Bishop's Lydiard.
Well,
yeah,
it's
this.
only 20 miles.
In fact, I really cannot be bothered to finish off going into Bishop's Lydiard because I have now lost the will to live.
I'll just
So-
go there anyway.
Sorry?
Escalated quickly.
Just go there anyway.
Ugh, do I really have to? I am getting so bored. Okay, let's just accelerate the fuck out of this
good,
engine.
I've got another. Wait,
Oops,
follower
shit.
on Twitter now.
Me, I followed you.
Yes, so I've noticed.
There's Bishop's Lydiard over a mile away.
Yeah. What, over a mile away?
Well, 1.1 miles.
Oh, just go over line speed.
I am, I'm doing 51 now.
The speed limit is over 9,000.
Pretty much.
The speed limit goes over 9,000. What?
You just joined in at the wrong time.
Well, I've just got so many followers on Twitter.
How much have you got?
2,500. Not really. No, I've got 27. Well, might have been 2,500, but you know.
I really don't see the point in Twitter, but anyway. Isms.
Yeah.
Twitterisms.
I've got someone who I don't even know who is following me. That's kind of creepy.
You must get that a lot.
Yeah, I had that on Saturday, would you believe it, for these two
Oh,
weird-looking
also,
people.
another bug, which never got fixed by RFC, you hold down the whistle on a quick drive, and you finish with a whistle running through a station. And I've also lost the internet connection. Oh, it's not worked. There we go. So, from me at GC Rail Productions, final word of advice: do not buy this add-on, and also do not get Virgin Internet because it is absolutely pants. So
Why?
when the internet works again, because
Car
I've now
parks,
got my
drifting, eating,
internet
sleeping,
back,
all that shit.
and it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from all our friends here as well. Oh, in fact they can't hear us. Oh, hello, no, they're back. Hello guys, can you hear me now? Guys? 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 Hello? Guys? Oh, it really doesn't matter. I've lost the guys now, so that doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, I hope you found that enjoyable. But yeah, from a very disappointed GC Rail fan, this is Bruce signing out.